Any advice about wanting to be a part of the returnees is do it. We live this life once, do it at home. If you're gonna build something, build it here. Hi, I'm Melinda Kubyar. I'm from California in the United States of America. My parents are from Iran, from Urmia. I was raised in Modesto, California my whole life. My parents didn't get us involved too much with the Assyrian community, but we did have some type of attachment to it. We knew it was our identity, all that stuff. In high school, I hung out with Americans mostly, so not many Assyrians. And then when it got to college, 2007, 2008 was when I started hanging out with Assyrians, and then everything changed from there. How everything started of me even wanting to come back was in 2013. I was able to be one of the participants on Gishru, which is an organization that brings people back from the diaspora to Potrait. So 2013 I did that, and then after that my life changed. You step foot in your land and you know that you belong here. I don't belong in the West, I belong here. And then from there I took a couple more trips with them, and then 2018 I decided to move here. And then I went back, and now I just come and go every few months until I can move back here permanently again. The deep, deep attachment I have to, we call it Potrait, which means country. So I stay in Ankawa when I come here, or even when I was living here, and everywhere you go, it's Suraya. It's your people, the language is your language. You can go to the villages as you please. It's not this fairy tale that's far off, like we grew up hearing stories from our parents. You're actually here and you're living it, and it's safe, and it's very welcoming. And so that's been my attachment, is just being here and how amazing the people are. So why I feel home here, first to make a point, yes, my parents are from Urmia, Iran. I have no connection to actual Iraq. My villages aren't from here, but as an Assyrian, we are from Bet Nahran. So our actual roots are from here, which we think of it as a bad way that we're all split up in different countries, but that means I get those all as my motherland. They're all crossing borders. But what makes me feel home here is I can walk downstairs to the kebab shop in Derga, and I know the guy, and he remembers me, and we sit and we have conversations. The guy that I go get fruit from is from Baghdad. They know me as well. It's very, very human connected here, everywhere you go. So the first time I ever came here in 2013, it was a very vivid moment where we landed. A group, Khuyada, which is a youth group, had picked us up from the airport, and we got to on Shara, I think it is Shara Muntaza? I think that's where it was. And we were staying in the hotel there, and it was like maybe 3, 4 in the morning. We have all of Khuyada there trying to organize our hotel rooms, all of Gishru there. And I just walked off to the corner of the street, and I just started crying and crying. I'm like, this is where my kings and queens used to build. These were empires before. It's not just these buildings that we see today. So it was a very full circle moment for myself. I think that's always stuck to me very strongly. When I moved here, we started a group called the Returnees, and it was a WhatsApp group so that we could converse with each other. We became like a family. And out of them, I was one of the few that worked for locals. So I didn't have an expat job. I wasn't working for a foreign NGO organization. And I went through the struggle of a lot of the locals, where there is no labor laws that are taken seriously. Salary was paid whenever they wanted to. It was always late, and if they didn't want to pay it, they didn't want to pay it. Working for a lot of the locals is hard. It can be not physically, verbally abusive at sometimes. And so in hindsight, I'm glad I was able to go through that situation so I could have a better talking point or a better understanding. When people say we're sick of living here, we want to leave to the West, we can understand them better. Instead of coming here only with an expat job and be like, oh no, you have it great. It's all sunshine. There's a really dark reality that we need to try to figure out how to fix. The last year that I lived here, I decided to take a year off work because cost of living is much more affordable here than it is in the West. So I had some money saved up, and my parents helped me so I can stay for the last year, and I was able to start my own business in that time. And so because of the job struggle that I went through, it gave me the idea of I want to start my own business so I can create better, healthier work environments here. We have such a rich history as Mesopotamians. So it's not just Assyrians, it's Assyrians, Babylonians, Akkadians, Sumerians, all of them. And there's just so much rich content that we can push, and why not turn it into a clothing line so when I wear it, I can be proud. I want to do it for myself. I didn't want to always wear Adidas or Nike or this, and there's no deep connection to it. I had this dream of like Assyria, this and that. It's our people are there. There's so much strength and all that. I don't know how to explain it properly, but when you get here, and again, 2013 was the first time that I came here, you see a complete different reality. But it's a very necessary reality that us in the diaspora need to see. We can't just sit in the West, pound our chest, oh, we're proud, and then not realize everything that's going on back home. There is a lot of work to be done. A lot. We're on our last lifeline. And so coming here, it's a reality check, but then also gets you going because now you know what you're dealing with.
Bring me back my powers. خالد عاشر واشتار هانو أنكي تامن كسلي هلو اللي خلا دار اللطري برشطورانة تبت نهرن قد خوماني الشرارة خضري.
It's been amazing. Obviously, it's been amazing. I've been gone for a year, so I went back in 2022. It's 2024 now, but it was a year and a half, and my only vacation I've taken is back to here. Like I was joking around about it this time. Like, when will this place let this chokehold go? I want to see the world. It shouldn't always just be my vacation here, but I love this place. I've been here for 3 weeks this trip, and I've just stayed in Ankawa. I left Ankawa once. I love it. Any advice about wanting to be a part of the returnees is do it. We live this life once, do it at home. If you're gonna build something, build it here. That's it. Us born in the diaspora, we're blessed with a Western citizenship that we don't have to go and earn or process. Come back here and take advantage of that. Use what you've learned in the West and build it here. Don't change here, but build it. Help make this place stronger. And one returnee and their network that they build back in Potrait is worth more than you imagine. We can help locals here get better jobs, just one person. Because we're able to get jobs a little bit easier with foreigners or with expats, we can help place and do connections for our own people through that. One person is very strong here. We need it. And it's amazing. Welcome to Mesopotamia. Yellow.